Okay, this will be a video chart on the NASDAQ. Usually I've been doing the Dow Jones, but thought I'd do the NASDAQ to change things up a bit. It is 3:55 p.m. Eastern Time, so we do still have 5 minutes left in the market, so that is why you see this number up here changing around still, as the market still does have 5 minutes left before the close. But both the Dow and the NASDAQ, look at the Dow real quick here, you can see same thing, but what I want to point out here is this orange line. Once more, this is the Dow, and if you see the candles relative to the 200, the NASDAQ is a little bit different because, as you see when I switch back to it, it is a little bit closer to the key breakout point. So let's go back to the NASDAQ, and you can see that here we're basically right on the brink of hopefully getting through this key level that we tried to get through back in July and early August, but couldn't quite. So that's kind of what I want to focus on. Just been getting some questions, and we've made some great progress. For a time, when we fell back below the 200-day, another deep decline, as would be expected due to the fact that this is a key moving average. But it came down here, almost retested these lows, did not though, held well above the 2100 mark, and since then has really just almost kind of trampoline effect. Essentially a straight up bounce. We've had a few red days, but for the majority of the time, the market has been shooting forward. And then a few days ago, this was a key. Not only did it gap up, but the market managed to close above its 200-day simple moving average, and we've gone down. So let me zoom up here a little bit so you can see that more closely. But if we look at the bottom of these candles here, you can see that essentially yesterday and today we went down and retested the 200-day. It held up, so that is a great sign of strength, and from a bullish perspective, that's exactly what you want to see. Nothing worse than seeing stock break out above its support level, and then when it comes down to back test it, the back test doesn't hold and the price just crashes back down through it. Not the case here. It's been holding well, and that's what we want to see. So the question really becomes, where are we looking to head if we can get through this key area resistance? The key area is going to be right about here. Like I said, we're getting close to it, not quite there yet. It's right around the 2300 mark, give or take a little bit. Probably 2310 would be a more kind of realistic or more precise area. If you look back here, you can see a high hit right there. This is kind of a good example of the price gets above it and then it comes back down to back test it. It doesn't hold well at all, and then this was a major crash down. Then you can see here got knocked down by it, and then once more right here. So this 2310 has a pretty significant history as far as a short term, medium term, whatever you consider 3 to 4 months goes. But you can see that 4 separate times, the price has struggled with this area. But if we can get through it, so first let me change this to red for resistance. But if the bulls can get through it, really, it's essentially close to a pretty darn good blue sky breakout. We may still have some resistance up here at this level, since this is a previous high. I'm just going to leave that as a skinny red line because yes, it's a previous high, so it is technically resistance. But if this level falls and the momentum stays up like it has, I don't think this will put up much of a fight. And then after this, really, sure, you have some minor resistances, but it could very well head up to this 2550 area. Now, is it going to be straight up like it's been here? I doubt it. I'm sure we'll see some more pullbacks. But as far as the chart is concerned, after you get through these couple levels here, resistances really start to thin out. Like I said, yes, there's still technically some. You could call this area resistance, or these ones up here, but really, it could be a very nice October and November if the price can get up above this 2350 price by then. Consolidation is good, so I wouldn't mind seeing it get up here, pull back, go sideways around the 200-day before making its journey back up, because going through a consolidation like this would be, I think, very healthy for it. Let profit takers out, build a higher base, and then shoot on upward. So that would be ideal, but right now, Still not out of the woods. We've made great progress since a few weeks ago, but still work to be done. The key thing from a support standpoint would be the 50-day. Yes, it'd be great to be able to hold above this orange line here, but if we do get a pullback, we really need to start to see the 50-day hold. If it doesn't, then this is just gonna, probably fall right back to going down to this area, and this kind of channel pattern will keep going. But if it does pull back and the 50-day can hold and then get another nice move upwards, that's when you could start to argue that perhaps this sideways channel pattern is over. So if there are any other questions on the NASDAQ or the general markets, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free. We've been making some good money together on our alerts, so I'd encourage you to head to the website and check it out. One more time, this was the NASDAQ. Thanks for listening.